who better to tell you about the impact of Weekend Miracles than one of those kids themselves? So please welcome to the stage to share their story. Yes! The powerful, the bright, the outspoken, one and only Ash!
Sorry guys, I'm a bit nervous. Thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Ash, and tonight I want to tell you a little bit about my journey in foster care. Foster care isn't easy. Every kid goes through struggles. From the time I was born, I was neglected by my biological mother. She was unable to give me the love and attention I needed, even though I don't remember much from that time since I was still so young. Instead of caring for her daughter, she turned to drugs. I entered foster care at the age of 4. I spent half of my life hoping that someday, somehow, my mom would come back. I hoped that she would come back for me. I saw all the other kids go back to their parents, and it only made me wonder when my mom was going to come back for me, to hold me in her arms and to tell me that she was sorry, that she would never let me go. After a couple of years in the system, I lost hope. I gave up on my dream of having a family. I decided it was on me now. I had to grow up fast so that I could protect myself from being hurt again. You see, I've always been someone who was empathetic, and I get attached easily. So, to protect myself from getting hurt, I put up walls to stop myself from getting hurt. So if something or someone was taken from me again, I couldn't get hurt. My future was simple. I was going to stay in the system until I turned 18 and aged out. I would be on my own, but hadn't I always? Then, one day, I found out about Kidsave. At first, I went along because, well, I didn't have anything to do. But after going for a while, I realized something. When I turn 18 and I age out, I'm not going to have anyone to help or to support me. In that moment, I realized something. I guess I always knew. I realized I wanted a family who I can stay with, spend holidays with, make memories with, people who really care about my future. I remember meeting Vicky and Lenny at a Kidsave bowling event. They were fun and open, and they made me feel at ease. They accepted me for who I am. Just a funny, honest, and occasionally outspoken, well, pretty much always outspoken, free spirit with a big heart. Now, at first glance, you may not know this about me, but I stand up for myself, and I don't take no for an answer, in a good way. Growing up, I had to do everything myself. I had to speak up for myself because nobody else would. So when the house I was staying at gave notice, I immediately called my attorney, and I tried to get myself placed into Vicky and Lenny's house. They had always been so kind to me, and I hoped that they would help me, that as much as I wanted to be a family with them, that they wanted me too. I guess I should have checked with them first. thankfully, they wanted me to. Now, it wasn't all easy. The first few weeks were kind of awkward, but we soon found our groove and started being ourselves. It's almost been a year since I moved in with them, and to be honest, they're the best thing that has ever happened to me. Now I feel like I actually have a family, a real family, who cares about me and about how I feel. And they don't make me do anything I don't want to do. Being with them is fun, it feels natural, meant to be. We always get each other. Finally, there's someone who gets my jokes. And laughs too. What surprised me about finding family with Vicky and Lenny is the level of kindness they showed me. My whole life was do this, do that, clean this, clean that. They didn't see me as some chore-doing machine, but as a kid who just needed time to be a kid. When they would give me things just because, I'll be honest, I didn't know what to think. It felt kind of weird. No one had ever done that. I wasn't used to getting nice things. When I asked them why, they said, because they loved me. And they wanted to show me how much they like spending time with me. But the best thing they've given me is the feeling of worth. I feel like I'm the center of their world because I finally found a family who cares about me and who won't leave me like everyone else. And with that, those walls I put up simply fell away. It's natural for kids in foster care to feel closed off. I did. But if you're closed off, you might miss a good thing. So be willing to let those walls down, even if just a little. And if you're thinking about becoming a host, there are a couple of things you should know. Be patient. A lot of kids go through a lot of things, and sometimes it's traumatic. We've been let down time and time again, and all we need is a little time to feel safe, and eventually we'll warm up to you. So don't think it's your fault. All you need is to be patient and to listen, because kids in foster care don't get listened to, and we need someone to listen to us. Really, we're just hurting inside and want someone who's going to sit there with us and tell us that everything's going to be okay. And who knows? Maybe a kid will be lucky enough to have you as their parent, the way I feel lucky enough to have Vicky and Lenny as mine. Of course, I think they got pretty lucky too. Vicky and Lenny have been more of a mom and dad to me than I've ever had in my entire life. And in this moment, I'm proud to announce that me and my mother and father, God, it feels so good to say that. That we are in the last stages of finalizing my adoption. So stand up, mom and dad. Stand up. Great job. Okay, you can sit down. got recognized. You can sit down now. I am so happy that I choose you and that you choose me too. And thank you, everyone, for showing up to give your support for older kids tonight. You will help change so many kids' lives for the better, just like mine. Thank you.